What's up all the people on the internet, my name is Malo and welcome to the road to Stockholm. This is a little series we'll be doing right here on esc-plus, talking about all the 43 acts for this year's Eurovision. Are you ready to learn a little bit more about your favorite songs and your favorite artists? Well, this is a place to be. Today we are talking about the first half of the first semi-final, and the first country we have is Finland. Finland chose their song via the national final UMK, and these are the two songs that didn't quite make it to the final in Stockholm.
How deep are the secrets you keep? Do you wanna speak?
Finland's singer is 25 years old and grew up in Helsinki. Her debut single Holbein was released in 2013, and her album Gold was released soon after. This is the first time she took part in UMK, and she won with 98 of the jury votes, but only 14% of the televote. Finland has won the Eurovision Song Contest 1 in 2006 with Lordi. Last year the group PKN was eliminated in the first semi-final. Now we move on to Greece.
With the rise of the rising sun, dance with us and have some fun. With the rise of the rising sun.
Argo was internally selected by the Greek broadcaster and are now on the way to represent Greece at the Eurovision Song Contest. The band is not very well known both on the international and the national scene. They were formerly known as European, but due to a few changes within the band prior to the Eurovision Song Contest, they will now be known as Argo. While their song Utopian Land can seem like a nice and fun song, some of the lyrics actually take some inspiration from the current refugee crisis going on in Greece at the moment. Greece has won the contest once in 2005 with Helena Paparizou and My Number One. This is also the first time since 2004 that the country is going internal. Last year Greece came 19th with the song One Last Breath. Next on our list is Moldova.
The sky is tumbling, it's coming down, coming down.
O Melodio pentru Europa is the name of the national selection held every year in Moldova. These are two of the songs that didn't quite make it to this year's Eurovision.
Let's stay together. Tell me everything you want. Be with me now and forever. Stop all the hustle, stop all the rush. Open your eyes, we'll live on following your path.
The Moldovan singer is 23 years old and is actually born in Russia. She is a previous member of the group Glam Girls who has taken part in the Moldovan selection. They took part for the past 3 years until this year, where Lidia finally went solo and won the whole contest. Moldova has never won the contest, but their best entry was actually in their debut, when they in 2005 came 6th. And last year their song Want Your Love failed to qualify from the first semi-final. Now let's go to Hungary.
A million hearts of a million people. Be proud you were born to be real.
Hungary held their national final at Dal this year as well. These are the songs that didn't quite make it to this year's Eurovision.
Let it out. You got a perfect storm in your body. And do you engage Udo? Mara Jajuto. Chuna Kunembles Yrhajo.
Freddie is a 26-year-old singer from Budapest. He first became known to the public when he took part in the Hungarian version of Rising Star in 2014, and the song Pioneer won both the jury and the televoting. Hungary has never won the Eurovision, however they have came 4th. That is their best placing and they achieved that in 1994. Last year the country was represented with Boogie, who came 20th. Next up, Croatia.
There is a light, keeping me safe and ocean's hate. There in the sky.
Croatia decided to internally select their singer Nina. Nina is a 24-year-old singer from Lipovljani in Croatia. She rose to fame last year when she won the first edition of The Voice of Croatia, and she released her debut single short after that participation. This is the first time that Croatia has taken part in the contest ever since 2013. They've never won, but their best placing is 4th, which they've achieved in 1996 and 1999. Let's go to the Netherlands.
Mr. Can you help me? 'Cause it seems I've been led astray.
Dutch broadcaster once again internally selected their entry, and he is a 23-year-old singer from Amsterdam. He became famous a couple years ago back in 2012 when he won the talent competition, Die Beste Singer-Songwriter van Nederland. Ever since then he has released 2 albums with a 3rd one on the way. The Netherlands has won the Eurovision 4 times, in 1957, 1959, 1969 and 1957. However, last year their song Walk Along didn't manage to get to the finals. Let's say hello to Armenia.
It's taking over me.
Armenia has also gone with an internal selection. Iveta is a 29-year-old singer from Yerevan, who is a big star both in her homeland Armenia, but also in Germany, because in 2012 she actually took part in The Voice in Germany. Armenia has never won the Eurovision Song Contest, however their best placing is 4th, which they achieved in 2008 and 2014. Last year the group Genealogy came 16th at the grand final. Now we go to San Marino.
I didn't know that I'm falling for you, and my dreams could come true. I didn't know.
San Marino has decided to internally select the Turkish singer Serhat. He is a 51-year-old singer coming all the way from Istanbul. Back in Turkey, he is a famous TV presenter and singer. And his song I Didn't Know for this year's Eurovision actually went through a little bit of controversy. Originally it started out as a slow ballad that no one really liked. However, a disco version that appeared on the EP to promote the song was very much a fan favorite. And so Serhat decided to perform the disco version of I Didn't Know at this year's Eurovision. San Marino has never won, and they've only taken part in the grand final once. That was back in 2014 when they received 24th. Last year they once again didn't manage to get to the final with Michelle and Anita. And our final song today, Hello Russia!
Thunder and lightning, it's getting exciting. Lights up the skyline and show where you are.
The Russian broadcast internally selected Sergei Lazarev to represent the country at this year's Eurovision. Sergei is a 33-year-old singer from Moscow who tried to represent his home country all the way back in 2008. He is a very famous singer within the Russian community, and he is also the big favorite from the bookmakers for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Russia had their only victory so far back in 2008 with Dima Bilan, and last year they came 2nd with Polina Gagarina. Well, there you go, that's the first half of semifinal 1. Soon we will be back with the second half of semifinal 1, and we will be taking a look at all the entries for this year's Eurovision, so stay tuned right here on the channel. But until then, see you next time!